Last time on Will Save. Everything, every challenge, and every person our group has encountered thus far was revealed to be part of an elaborate hoax. Whose hoax it is remains to be determined. All we know is that Lozu suddenly dropped dead. Our crew made a desperate dash to the escape pods, and then jettisoned out into an elaborate test chamber simulating a ship in space. Now, our crew is stuck with the very real consequence, uncertainty, and impending danger still to come. Where are our adventurers? What is even real? Find out this time on Will Save.
Well, thank you everybody for listening and welcome back.
Yes, welcome back to, thanks. There was a week in which you heard us talking about the end of book 1. For folks who are just, this is your first foray into Starfinder, maybe you never played or GM'd, the adventure paths from Paizo are split up into 3 or 6 books. Is it
always 3 or 6? There's not like a 4 or 5 in there?
Yeah, no, it's always 3 or 6.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Fun facts.
Yeah, fun facts from Paizo.
It's always a 3-act play.
Or a 3-act with 2 chapters per act. Yes. So we finished the first chapter, end of book 1. Right now, they are looking at a glitching GIF of space that says end of book 1
it's a
on
GIF.
the TV screen. Sorry, GIF. I always forget. So it's not peanut butter.
No, it's not Jiffy.
Hardgy.
Except Jeff, the creator, I think he says Jeff.
Does he?
I think he does.
He does.
Is it Jeff with a J or Jeff with a G?
G.
Oh, that's
G
why.
off. That's why.
Jiff, if you don't want me to be miffed, let's go. Come on.
It was
Okay,
yeah.
this is something I think we kind of phased out on it, but like I think we also reset to zeros on punishments. Bring it back.
That's fair.
And I'm just going to argue that we should probably switch it
Wait,
to
no one ever used the
advantage,
damn
though, because like a +1 is kind of weak.
Well,
They
we
went.
can't use that word because I think the door. I heard a knock. That was Dungeons and Dragons. They were
Swan,
like, "Hey, you can't use advantage."
What's,
Hold on.
okay, well,
You can't
find a
use it.
synonym for advantage.
Side. No, wait, Nicholas. Damn it. Whatever. Anyway, you got lots of punishments, but did you use them at all?
I use them. I use the punishment.
No, Nick never got
Oh.
them. He always had such
What are you
great
talking about?
puns, and we never once said like.
Oh. Well, I still have never gotten one ever, and it's time. I'm not
I've
good
tried
at
to
puns,
set you
though.
up with them so many times, too.
No, Nick's got some really good puns in there. I don't think we all of us ignore him all the time because he's always saying something.
That's true. Yeah.
Or some sort of pre-gap reference.
If you feel it warrants a pun, tell us.
I've
we'll-
been telling you.
And then we're just like, haha, classic
You
Nick,
know
and
how
then
I
like
do
move
it?
on to the next thing.
Move on.
You want to know how this happens? It's just kind of like, oh, I'm getting nothing for that?
Yeah, that's maybe. I'll have to listen again.
And I think we've talked about this before, but Will is a beer connoisseur, and he has
Yes.
literally a fridge
It's
full of
huge.
beers. We should probably get that picture up on Instagram at some point.
Yeah, agreed.
I want to see everybody else's beers.
I usually have like 6 beers.
I will. When this episode airs, I will tweet a picture of my fridge, and I want to see what everybody else has got rolling.
Oh, that'd be
with.
fair. We want everybody that's listening to put their beer fridges up on.
Yeah. Or just your wine cabinet, whatever you want. So there's something important that happened last time, and that was that you all hit level 3.
We did.
Level 3!
I love what I got.
So who wants to go first?
Ooh, I'll take it. So I just did another level in Soldier. Straightforward, simple,
Straightforward.
Nothing too exciting. But I did take what I think will be very helpful is improved unarmed strike, which what it does for me specifically is I can then get attack of opportunities while holding a weapon. I can use my feet or head in order to attack. So I get that advantage.
That's pretty great.
Yeah, I think that's great.
Indeed.
And I forget if I had any other advantages for my level 3 because I think I did it right after the last episode. It's been a little while.
Yeah.
And I have a crap memory. So let's just move on.
Okay. Who is next?
I'll go next.
Yeah.
So I upgraded my Technomancer's more. I got a spell called it's called Overheat, where you just like suck in energy from bodies and devices, and it's like a thermal wave of attack. I also learned Kasatha, the language of the Kasathan race.
Oh,
and-
sorry, wait. I have to go back on that one because that is I took a language too.
Oh, did you?
The language that was on the relic. I believe I took that as a language. Not Akitani, Aklo. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I learned Aklo by studying the relic. As a robot, I can do that.
That's
Which-
pretty dope.
Correction, as an android.
As an android, yeah.
Oh, that's smart. That's actually really smart to do
So
that.
remind me to go review that relic before
please.
because I'll forget.
All right, for sure. The other thing I'll mention is that I got
Mention
Fleet, which means I can just move an extra 10 feet.
Nice.
battle.
Nice.
Useful, I think.
Fleet, Fleet.
Yes. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. Who wants to go next?
Doctor, okay?
Doctor,
Yes.
okay.
Dr. OK just took a level in Biohacker again.
Okay.
just another one.
Is there anything cool that happens at third level? Hack more bios?
I get a spark of ingenuity once a day, weapon specialization, and I took a feat that improved my roles in life science and medicine.
Nice. So basically, all things that just make you more dangerous.
Yeah, I'm trying to OP my skills in like one sector, and then
Oh, I actually went the opposite approach. I started putting them into other things so that I could at
Branching
least
out. Skill.
help when there's like a medicine check. I can now at least provide what's it called?
but I don't.
Support.
But medicine's checkers are really hard, and so I wanted to
Crush 'em.
overpower it.
Well, I know, but with that
Crush
extra
it.
+2 from my support,
Yeah. Okay.
just saying.
And now you're more likely to support.
Assist. The word's assisted.
Yes, I believe that's technical.
Yeah. I mostly doubled down on my stuff, but I did take a few extra things to help assist as well. Yeah. It's smart.
Nice. What about you, Mr. Orion?
I took another level in operative, but the feats I did are so for my operative feat, it's not really an operative feat. It's called a what's that thing called? I'm so sorry. I should have had this together.
It's all good.
So level 3 operative gets an come on.
Take your time, Nick.
It gets something that's really cool.
Something that's really, really
Yeah.
cool.
It's a
Should we
special abilities exploits. Why didn't I think of that? Damn it.
exploits? Operative exploits. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
So I took an operative exploit called, I think it was combat expert. No, it's not combat expertise, but it's called.
Guys, since our podcast is kind of pulled over off to a stop here, and we're just hanging out. Do you guys want to get out? Maybe stretch your legs. Just kind of.
Stretch.
Oh, man.
Well, wait.
I needed that.
Wait, not to the side.
I'm just going to take in the view. Oh, wait. Hold on. The car's starting.
You guys.
Oh
are
yeah,
just-
I also I need to review my stuff too, but I got a gear boost, and my gear boost is that I get a +1 to my KAC whenever I'm wearing armor.
Nice.
I'm always wearing armor because that's silly if you don't.
Well,
Correct.
sometimes
Very
some people, like when you sleep. Oh, I guess you don't sleep.
Yeah, no, I don't sleep. I'm an android.
The operative exploit that I took was called combat trick. You gain a
Combat
bonus
trick.
feat.
Nice.
You gain a bonus feat, and the feat that I took for that one was it was weapon specialization in small arms, and then I also got a feat this last level too, and I took it with double tap.
Ooh, double tap sounds nice.
You have a lot of
Is that your new
feats.
nickname? Double tap?
Mm-hmm. Double tap. Quick fire and double tap.
Slingshot?
Engaged.
Engaged.
Spaghetti Western?
Rick, I have a follow-up question. So if you don't sleep, what do you do?
I'm just kidding.
to
I have to
gain
read.
energy?
I don't know. I'd have to read the book again.
Do you
about
like
what-
charge up in like a?
Do you dream
outlet?
of electric sheep?
Is it USB-C?
Do you murder someone and that like?
No, not a murder bot.
Do you
Rick is a murderer.
harvest the organs of small children?
You know, he like
Wow.
keeps like a bag of like squirrels that he just punches to death.
Says
like,
the-
every-
I've
Yeah.
been reading a lot
Yeah.
of horror lately.
Says the Delta Green handler.
Rick
Yeah.
19, there are too many of them. What
I've
are
been
we
reading a
going
lot.
to do?
Wow. All right.
Rick 19 kills younglings.
It's good.
I just to rewind a little bit though. Nico's the one that just randomly killed a goblin that was tied up on the ground.
He was going to
And-
get a liability.
We had a room with 3 unconscious people, and he's like, "Don't worry, I'll take care of it."
Check.
Liabilities.
That's still murder.
That is murder.
Still murder.
I think
It's liability.
And I do
They were
agree it's
liabilities.
murder, but
It's
democracy
definitely murder.
spoke, and Rick is the murder god.
democracy spoke.
We put a poll on Twitter.
Yeah, this
You
is a
won.
while back. We had a poll up.
A while back. Yeah.
Yeah.
it was.
It was so
Did you
long
want to drag
ago.
them through the fire and the gas? I don't.
Well, we'll have another poll up.
They would have died
probably this
anyway.
week.
Yeah,
I don't know what
about
they would have
who
died
is the
of,
real
but they
murderer.
would have
Now
died
that you've
anyway.
heard all of book 1,
Now that you've heard Nico Orion's
What do you
murderous
full
motives,
extent
Thank
of
you,
murderous
thank you,
intent.
Will, for supporting me. That Nico's the most murderous.
But you're the only
Kevin
bot
seeks
in the group,
vindication.
so-
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Nico's
As
a murder
Ninja said.
human.
You know, we can always just do the poll again.
Yeah, let's do it again. Hey, so I gotta ask,
So
you guys want to start book 2?
Yeah,
let's
let's
do
do
it.
it.
You want to do it?
Book 2.
You want to do it? Nick's very hesitant. Nick is not sure. Nick, there's still time if you just want to
I think we
leave.
had a great
You can
run.
just- yeah. Thanks, Nick.
I'm
You'll find
just
out what happens
getting
to
it
Nico.
today.
Yeah,
This
it's
No,
fine.
is
not
just-
you. I'm just saying in general. We
I
had
am
a great run.
getting
Why
it
do we
today.
even
I
have
got
to go
a
to
target.
book 2?
Yeah, sure. We can.
No,
I
let's
mean,
just
like,
end it there.
yeah, it sounds good. This is it.
We're getting canceled.
Yeah, the network just called. I
Yeah.
just got off the phone.
This
We're
is
canceling
the network.
ourselves.
Yeah. This is the network. We're just gonna. Yeah. We're
do we need to
done.
bring an outside investment? How much of a gap do we have?
Yeah, we're a little short. We can talk on fair
okay,
about that.
all right,
Yeah,
cool.
we'll figure it out. We're in the red. It's okay.
Just kidding.
No, it's fine. All right. So here's the thing.
It's fine. We actually are. This is the last episode.
No, it's.
We got to sell Nico.
It's not actually gonna. Yeah, we have to sell. We have to sell Nico's steak in order to stay afloat. Yeah,
yeah.
that's true.
His,
Good.
all of his
That's
like
funny.
stocks from his company. Do you still have your stock in your company, or you just ousted from the board? Or do you
Oh yeah,
actually own part of it?
Did you exercise your options? Like, what was the severance when they let
You
you
know,
go?
when I created
Golden
my
parachute,
character,
man.
I didn't think about whether or
Were
not
they-
he still had his stock options.
Yeah,
Were
I'm
they
starting
already-
well about
Sounds
that.
like you didn't get in the right CEO mindset.
You know what? It makes sense that you were fired.
Are we talking about
Kelly,
What?
this needs to stop. Right
it's not
now.
going to. No.
I'm starting to think actually that like Nico just killed everybody on the board and then went on a run for himself. And
Well, perhaps.
Ooh, that's
Dude.
possible.
This is
Unreliable
Rick
narrator.
19 again, just
No, that's
trying
Kevin.
to
That's Kevin
build
talking there.
his campaign to make
Yeah.
Rick 19 not a murder bot again. But you know what? He's a murder bot.
you're right
Because
because
he's the only bot.
he's the
He's
only
the
bot.
only bot.
The only
And
bot.
he acknowledges when he kills
murderous.
somebody. Where Nico's like, "Oh, it's just a liability. The whole board was a liability. My mom was a liability. My
Assets.
friend was a liability."
Liability.
That's how he sees the world: assets and liability.
What's his name?
That's
What was
it.
his name? Your friend?
Tuco nothing.
Zentuko.
Zentuko.
Zentuko. Did you do it?
He had it set
He
up
kills Zentuko.
because he was shot from a distance. But like
Yeah.
Nico had enough money, he could just hire somebody else to do it.
Nico
also,
did dodge
he's
the
an
shot.
engineer. He could have engineered some bots to
Yeah.
do some things, like a Rick maybe. He could have engineered Rick.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah,
Oh.
you could hire Rick.
Wait. Do you remember Rick just shot the distance
Off a vest.
shit!
off a building?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Maybe that's the connection.
Yep. You did it. You son of a
Oh my
bitch.
god. Oh.
You thought you were collecting a bounty.
Oh, this is
And you just
not good. I'm having like it's good PTSD on this one now.
You just like hide in dark corners and I'm lawful good. I swear, I'm lawful good. I'm lawful good.
No, but the person that Rick shot in his flashback
Right.
was
a
a
bad guy.
Vesk.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh.
Zentuko
Was a Vesk.
Oh shit!
What if? What? And we're all in this weird simulation thing, anyways. So
Yeah.
like, what if we're?
That makes sense. I can see that.
What ifs?
Oh my
what ifs?
All right.
Murder.
Well, there are a couple things we got to do here. I definitely want to go over the whole thing. But before I do that, I want you guys to just pay attention to the TV in the center of the room. Because since we're now moving on to,
Whoa.
Wow, what is
book
this?
2.
I like this.
Like a 80s.
We need a new screen.
It looks amazing.
What?
What?
That's you guys.
Oh, man.
John, you did this, right?
I'm videoing this.
Dude, I am loving it, man.
This looks-
I am loving it.
Gorgeous.
For the listeners, it
You
says
should
3
post
full
this.
conspiracy.
I'm going to post it.
Book
Okay,
2.
I need to-
And then it says player 1, player 2, player 3, and player 4. High score, though. Who's got the high score?
Well, the high score, this is your landing screen. So your high score is going to be your combined high score of how many... I'm trying to decide whether it's kills or whether it's points of damage.
Because if it's kills, it's going to go to Nico.
That's true. Well, no. High score overall. So it could just be total damage.
Do like unnecessary kills count, or are those liabilities and they don't
Oh,
count
that's
towards
super
scores?
true. That's very true.
Assets, liabilities.
Nice.
Yeah, so you guys needed a new landing screen, so I thought this
I
would
love
be...
it. That's beautiful.
Well,
Good,
I mean,
good
as
job.
much
Be
as I
good.
love it,
It'd be good.
you need a load screen. And you need options, because, I mean, what if I need to adjust the graphics for my screen resolution?
Don't worry. There are options. It's all right.
These are the droids you're looking
These are the
for.
droids you're looking for. So I thought it would be good if we do a little recap. And by little recap, I mean,
A big one.
a
All of book 1.
solid, solid punch of a recap.
Do you guys want me
Recap
to do
punch.
a live recap?
Are you going to read the text that I wrote?
I'll basically kind of come up with an on-the-spot recap of the notes taken from the last episode.
No, we're talking like all of book 1.
Oh, all of book 1?
Yeah.
I know we talked
Just
about
like
it a lot.
just like a good summary thing to
Sure,
get
I can
all
do
of us
that.
back in, get the listeners back in,
Sure, I can
all of
try
us in
that.
mindset.
I
if
think
you guys
John,
want me
John
to.
can handle it.
I'll just do it. It's all good.
You want me to give you the cue?
I want you to give me the nod. You're the producer here.
I was going to give you the last time on...
Oh, that is the one.
Oh.
No, that is the one. I need that. I'm turning off the music for
You
that.
don't have a drop of that already?
Last time.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'll throw in a drop.
time on Will Save.
The last time on Will Save.
Nick.
Last time on Will Save.
So epic.
We started this whole campaign with all of you on the run from something or someone and boarding the starship cruiser, the Chimera, headed to Absalom Station. Some of you were trying to escape, and some of you were trying to start looking for something new. So you begin in a docking bay on Legacy Station, apprehending a criminal. A little odd. And this trail of strange events follows you aboard the Chimera. You can't shake it. Asteroid lice, power outages, the disappearance of the security chief, Algiada Ioma. Perhaps the disappearance makes sense, though, when there's suspicion of a plot between Algiada and a Vesk passenger, Trostanek. So you get asked by a professor, who's a passenger, and the first mate and interim security chief, Lozu Pahir, to investigate Algiada's disappearance. Along the way, there are more weird events. A panel from the ship, the Stardream 2, a booby-trapped room of Algiada's. You're confronted with the mercenary group, the New Bloods, who try to take over the ship. So you worked out possible theories of collusions and pirates, but every time you guys tried to pin down an answer to the situation, it feels like the answer just slipped out of your hands the next week, and you're left with more questions, a new motive, a new discovery, a new clue that makes you question, is Lozu good or bad? Is the professor behind this? Was Algiada set up?
How will our characters react? Find out this time on Will Save.
I wasn't finished, but I like that.
All right, we can just cut that part.
Until you discover that Trostanek is not who he says he is, and he's a shape-shifting creature called an Astrozoan, part of the gang of pirates known as the Starfishers, and they want the ship. And the plan began before you even left Legacy Station. And they've killed the captain, and events really begin to escalate as you battle more of the pirate Starfisher crew who begin a hostile takeover that eventually leads to an Astrozoan Algiata. You finally find that this some sort of treasure, that this relic is a sheet of metal that says relic removed, reinstall soon. So there you are at the apex of mystery when you try to piece together the final clues. And Lozu falls dead, no outward sign of injury from her body. Explosions rock the ship, and you race against the clock and your exhausted body to get to the escape pods. As you jettison away by the skin of your teeth, you see that the ship is suspended in a vast chamber, clearly a part of some sort of controlled setting or simulation, something that replicates being in space. The chamber, though, is damaged and falling apart. Meanwhile, you are blasted off into darkness, and the ship behind explodes. You have no way to control your destination, and more questions than answers. So that's where we are now. The afterwards.
What are our characters going to do next? What's even going on? Find out this time on Will Save.
I wanted to feed you a line for that one.
All right, feed it to me again. We'll redo it.
Why
I'll
does
pause
this
so
room
John gets in.
smell like farts?
All right, ready for it?
Why does this room smell like farts? What will our characters do this time? What is even going on? Find out this time on Will Save.
Does
Amazing.
This came to me.
This is what happens when you record in person.
I had a dream.
Things change. So look, it wasn't long before the light from the explosion of the Chimera fades in your pods. Each of you are in separate pods by yourselves, this tiny, cramped space. And from there, you're not quite sure how long you're in flight in these escape pods. There's only an inky darkness outside the one porthole window. So it feels like you're moving. Could be several minutes, 10, 20, maybe an hour. Maybe along the way you lulled in a half-awake state. You feel the pull of fatigue from the countless battles over the last 2 days and from escaping a doomed ship with pretty much only your lives and a couple things in your possessions. Or maybe you are awake, unable to rest, recalling the strange, unsettling death of Lozu Pahir and Professor Benjamin. Recalling the haunting feeling that everything you knew was not as it seemed. So as you're in this pod, what are each of you thinking?
Yeah, Heerz is obviously, like, his heart's racing still. He's barely had time to register the fact that we're in this new, like, this chamber, which in this side of the structure, his mind goes back to Professor Benjamin, and he just wonders what he had to do with all of this, wonders what his association was with pirates, with that song that he sang, and yeah.
Was the song that he sang the same song that you guys sang? Or was it a separate? It was just a phrase that pirates use.
It's a phrase that pirates use, and it is in that song, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because as a non-pirate, I have no idea what's going on with that. But I'll talk. So Rick.
Yeah, what is Rick thinking?
Oh man, Rick is like having flashbacks to what happened to him and how, like, he's having all these issues of like what you guys witnessed some of it going on in the pre-stories in the first episode. But Rick's having these like just visions and images that are flashing through his head that he's like correlating to what he's seen now, and he's starting to wonder like what is real. You know, when did this start? And he's got an urge to find out, you know, an answer, a solution to all this. That's,
if it helps you guys, it might help too to like just close your eyes and just picture like the sense. I'm even going to close them too. Just like being in this cramped space, unfamiliar, nothing. You don't recognize really anything around you, except you're like, this is commonplace, but also not. There's a symbol on the screen that I can't change the screen. I can't touch it. I can feel the pod thrusting forward, and there's nothing I can do. What are you guys thinking?
Dr. OK is just paranoid and scared. And I think in time will become violent because of this, because he's just like, he's at his breaking point to a certain degree, and he like feels like the walls are caving in on him, and escape, like there's no reasoning out of an escape. It is going to be a fight or flight situation.
I like too that you mentioned the walls caving in, because if you think about it, first you're in this docking bay, which was not a welcoming docking bay. It was like kind of not used, like when you go to the airport and it's like, oh, go to gate like Z23, and it's like down a
like
couple
being
levels,
herded like cattle.
Yeah, and then you go on the ship, which is a smaller space, and then the ship, you lose the ship, it explodes, and now you're even in a smaller, tiny, isolated space.
Yeah, suspicious all
Nico?
the way around.
Don't be suspicious.
Nico's hyperventilating right now.
Oh, really?
Wait, what?
Nico's hyperventilating right now. He's as he
Got
got
act
on
that
there.
out for. Let's see it on your face, Nick. Show us what Nico's doing.
So, all right, we're picking up right where we left off. The escape pod has launched. Nico is now trying to relax, but he can't get his heart rate down. Things are going faster. Things are going faster and faster. And he's trying to catch his breath. He can't quite catch it. It keeps going faster. He can't make sense of it. Thoughts are going faster than he can actually grab on and latch onto. And finally, he just, after seeing the bright flash, it's too much sensory overload, and he passes out.
Passes out. Ooh. Slumps in the seat.
Because he's weak.
Wow.
That is...
I'm sorry.
That was
That
intense.
was mean. I take that back.
But that is like, I 100% picture it. Because as you're flying
Because you're
away...
an android and you don't know.
Yeah, 'cause
Androids
you
don't
never
pass out
sleep.
From,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Unless you get a
This is
pin
probably
and
a
you
day
press
in
a
the
little
office
tiny
for you.
button right in your neck, and then you just hard
Shoved
reset.
into a tube,
Yeah.
getting work done. Who knows?
But Nico, I really can't picture it as like there's only one porthole that you can really see out of, and that's what you turned and you saw the Chimera explode, and then it fades away, and then there's just inky darkness, and you're like, and the thoughts are just in your brain, and you just slump in the seat. I can think that maybe some of you, at some point, one of your pods as it was turning had some rotation. So maybe at some point you rotate, you might be able to see the other pods, but you don't really know what's going on in everyone else's pod. All of you do distinctly remember at some point. Maybe, Nico, you started to slowly wake up a little bit as you all feel the pod flip. And you think, I'm probably facing the opposite direction, and the spread of deceleration.
It's like a retro thruster.
Yeah, well, it flips. It's like in The Expanse. It flips so they can slow down on the approach.
Also, great show.
Great show. Before you guys come to kind of a soft landing, as the pod, you feel some sort of as it couples to something. And you guys turn around. You're trying to look up. Maybe some of you are awake. Some of you move quickly. And you can see that the hatch above you, through the porthole, there's like a soft, diffuse purple light that is like slowly pulsing. Maybe sometimes it flickers off, flickers on. Just helps light up the pod interior a little bit. And with that, if you want to turn your attention...
By the way, just a little bit of flavor. We have some colored lights in here right now, and John actually just did some purple.
No, that's
flick-
Will.
Oh,
That was
Will?
Yeah,
I just pointed to the purple.
Oh,
Yeah.
Will with the flavor. I love it.
we're I'm controlling the music.
It's a
Will's
team
got
sport.
the lights. We're all
Team
doing the
sport.
stuff together. We're good.
Well done. Well played. Put me in the moment.
So if you are not on Roll20 on your individual computers, that's fine. But I am going to move us over, and I hope I got everything right as far as the
By
controls.
the way, I wanted to comment on that opening thing right there, that opening screen. It's got a really nice old school, like early 90s, like late 80s Terminator feel to it.
Yeah,
Thanks.
I can see that. Yeah. Did you make that yourself, or did?
Yeah, I did.
Nice,
Took a long
beautiful
time.
work.
It's
Awesome.
really cool.
And I
So-
don't know if you noticed, it had four
did.
escape pods that are shooting
did.
Moving across
screen
the thing. Yeah,
Really
we'll
nice.
we'll share it. So
Come with me if you want to live.
All right, so now we are on a completely black screen.
yeah, describe it.
For the night is dark and full of
With
terrors.
four-
I'm in a small pill-shaped apparatus. I believe.
You're a pill-shaped apparatus.
Well, how would you describe it?
Pill-shaped apparatus.
I'm pretty sure the
Thank
escape
you.
pods.
Yes.
That's why-
It's a pill-shaped escape pod with a small cylindrical.
you can move them back and forth. That's funny. I'm in Dr. OK.
Porthole.
No, Dr. OK's the one next to me, so I can see you guys. I'm lit, but like I can barely see you guys. So yeah, there's four. All the players see are four chambers, and each of our characters in a separate chamber.
Yeah.
So now, Nico, Heerz, and Rick are all in the same tube.
They're all in the same one. I really should have put up stuff. They climbed over.
Dr. OK is just over here like, what's going on?
Do you mind if I join you?
Hey guys. Okay. Are we landing? Or
Don't leave me.
how can we go through these walls?
So I'm getting there. Wow. You know, I
Thanks,
didn't even
Roll20.
imagine that on the in the very first scene that you guys was just totally
You
jump over.
painstakingly prepared this whole
Painstakingly,
scenario.
whole thing
Undone by roll 20.
undone by Roll20's craziness.
Let's get it on.
So there's supposed to be a purple light that you guys can see. We'll figure it out later.
This is adding my confusion though, because like I pictured four escape pods kind of launching off into nothing, but
They
if
did.
we land and there's four pods, exactly next to each other neatly, just
Well,
adds
so-
to the
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
adds to the whole like simulation idea of it. Like maybe we weren't actually escaping. Like that porthole is just a camera screen.
So individually, you are all at a crossroads. Although you were jumping walls here, you can remain in the pods for a long rest if you would like, or you can remain awake and try and get out. Right now, you don't know that you can talk to each other, but maybe you can check your communications pad. Might work, might not. Maybe it got damaged.
Mechanically, taking a long
I'll
rest
check.
sounds like a great idea.
Yep, I'll take a long rest.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
for
you guys
sure.
all take a long rest.
All right. Where's
And
that
Dr.
thing
OK,
again?
you said you want to check to see if your communication pad works?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How do I
okay.
do long rest?
Night's
rest,
rest?
sorry.
Is that the same as long
I
rest?
believe so, yes.
So nice.
The first thing Rick is going to do then is take a look around his chamber. So you said there is a communications pad?
No, so like your own communications pad, your own device that you have, which I imagine is like, it's like a cell phone.
Can I
You all have one.
Well, I don't know, because I think I picked one up as a part of my character build. I actually selected a comm
Yeah.
unit. I don't know if everybody else has
don't
one.
I
know.
have a
I have
data
one.
pad.
I think
you have
Heerz
to-
might be the only one who hasn't said I suppose you have one, but I kind of assume you would because
I mean, I don't know if I have their numbers.
Yeah, we didn't like
We didn't
exchange
exchange
numbers.
numbers.
Yeah. So
I'll do that when I wake up.
We're not that
Yeah.
kind of friends.
we'll remember.
We haven't had a moment's rest. I feel like now we can do that.
So Rick is
if you
then
want to try
going
and
to
use them to talk to each other, there's you got to roll for
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Okay. All
You
right.
got to roll to see if it survived your thing. So, but not a D20, a D100. It's a luck roll.
Ooh, so why is it D100?
Found a way to break
What?
out the D100.
I'm just all about using the obscure die.
Okay. So
I don't think
that
anybody's really rolled a
That's
D12.
63. for
63?
Nico.
Okay.
26.
Ooh, 26, getting low here.
I mean, but lower is better, right? It's like
38.
golf.
38. We're all scrounging for dice here.
80.
80. All of it seems to work. Heerz and Rick, maybe yours, you got to kind of hit it a little bit. Maybe just like got something. But,
Come on.
But then it works. You were close. You had to get 20 or above. In Delta Green, it's success below, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So in everything else, it's like I'm just assuming it's success above.
Okay.
So, but you all can communicate with each other kind of with text.
Here's Nico, Dr. OK. Can you hear me?
Yes. What's going on here?
Hey, Rick. Yeah, I got you. You all right?
I'm alive. That is a plus. Nico, are you there?
Nico?
Nico's going to type back, hi.
Nico, you all right? What's going on?
It sounds like
Do you need something to relax?
Nico. Are you okay?
I seem fine.
All right.
I'm not fine, so I doubt you are either. But we've got to get out of here.
Rick is going to do, I guess, a perception to see if there's a way to open the capsule. So there's no more motion. We are steady and stable.
Yes.
We're landed on the side of a wall.
We don't know that.
You don't know. You
It's
can't.
still pitch black.
You can't really see too much about what's going on there.
Nico's going to type out on his data page here. He's going to type out. He's going to be. Do we have any type of environmental sensors of where we're at?
Sorry.
If you want to, like, you
like
saying
in the pod?
No, outside the pod. Do we have any means of knowing whether or not the atmosphere is breathable,
Rick
whether or
will
not we're in
reply.
space, or for?
I will take a first step since I have a little more.
Also, we all have in suits, right? Like second.
I'm pretty sure you all have environmental protections on all of your suits.
But does environmental protection give us pressurized spacesuits?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
You could go
Okay,
in space
Nice.
if you needed to.
But I'll roll perception on my pod to see if there's like just an opening. Ooh, 10 plus. Dun, 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 dun.
I rolled an.
Plus 6, so I got a 16 for that.
16 perception for
I
me.
got a
16.
29.
Whoa!
Jeez.
Wow, it's
All
impressive.
right, hold on. I'm rolling perception for Nico here.
And that was to see if
21.
you can see if there's anything that you can see from outside.
No, if there's anything, like, is there just a handle I can open? Is there a button I can push?
Nico's rolling perception to see if he can notice anything outside that would hint that they're on a stable, breathable atmosphere. And if not, he's going to do a computer's check to see if he can access any type of systems to denote to discover atmosphere.
Okay.
So 21 on the perception. Let me know if I need to roll computers.
You would need to roll computers, but I can. Yeah, go ahead.
I can roll a computer also and assist.
So just so you know, you would just be essentially. Are you using computers with a computer pad or computers within the pod?
Computers within the pod.
Okay.
Do you ask for help on the data pad? We can assist you.
I rolled a,
Are you going to allow that,
I
John?
mean, I
Because
had
we're all kind
28
of on
my
our
own
own.
computers check.
28 on the computers for the pod.
I got 11, 20. I got a 24, sorry. 13 plus 11.
I still don't have computers, but I do have engineering now.
So I got a 24 on my
I
computer
have
check.
plus 11 computers, but I have a 14 for this roll. So
Okay. You cannot see. You can't tell whether there's any sort of atmosphere. Not sure. You don't think why not, but also you're not sure. Dr. OK, you are looking through, and with such a high roll, I kind of imagine that because when you touch a screen and try and manipulate it, it doesn't respond to you. You can't you couldn't control the pod without going through. So I'm thinking that if you wanted to do an engineering to try and do that, that's fine. But I can say that as you're maybe starting to go through and saying, actually, I might be able to kind of get into the computers here and take them off and maybe try and hook it up to my data pad or something, maybe try and see what's going on. As that happens, because Heerz and Rick, you were looking for a way out. And as you two individually, you start to move your hand up towards the hatch, you hear a soft from outside the door. You see through your porthole, you see the hatch start to slide open, and this manhole door kind of swings open, and you feel
From our individual pods or outside?
yeah, the two of you from your individual pods, and it feels a little bit like your pod's tilting up, and your seat kind of slides down and back, and you brace yourself. It's a little awkward, but you turn around, and you can sit on the edge of this manhole door, and you're sitting on the edge, or just a few feet off the ground, and you can look into the room.
Rick is going to draw his rifle, his artillery laser,
Okay.
which is more than a rifle. It's like a shoulder blasted laser cannon.
Dr. OK and Nick,
Yeah, I'm gonna feel around and try to open, I suppose, my.
Yeah, you're also able to do the same as you start to move your hands up. It kind of senses that, and
So the hatch
automatically does
opens.
It opens.
So now can Rick breathe in and feel air?
It
and-
seems like a stable atmosphere.
So then he'll relay everybody. I got my hatch open, and I believe the air is fine. At least for an android's sake.
Nico isn't going to respond, but he's going to open his hatch.
Okay, so you all open your hatch, and if you guys want to move your characters up towards the front, I will reveal.
You may move it over to the other chamber.
No, to the other side. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah. I'll read what you guys see and then I'll show you. The walls, double door, and 15-foot ceiling of the sterile-looking room just outside are made up of spotless plates of dull metal. In the deep distance, you can occasionally hear maybe a low rumbling sound, and then maybe the room, you feel these vibrations as it shakes slightly as the ground jolts. The whole room feels like it could be unstable soon, but then is quickly stable, so it feels like you're not quite sure what's going on. Perhaps in several hours it'll become even more unstable, perhaps a few days. Narrow windows to your left and your right sit about 3 feet from the floor and provide a view of a cavernous hollow carved into dark rock. With each pulse, you see a few rocks in the dim light come loose with the same shaking. The room is illuminated by oscillating purple lights mounted on tubes leading to the hatches that you all are sitting on in the eastern wall. To the west is a double bulkhead door similarly outlined in flashing, almost sporadic purple lights, and a series of symbols flash on a screen in the center of the double door. This is what you guys see.
Rick is gonna, with his gun raised, is gonna step out and basically clear the room, scan around in case anything is gonna attack us.
Rick and Nico's gonna do the same. He's gonna hop out, just eerily calm, not in a good way. He's not truly calm, but he's like eerily calm. He's gonna have his dueling sword in his left hand and his azimuth laser pistol in his right, and he's coming out.
I picture him like holding the blade across him, like almost like it's ready to slash, and then like resting his pistol over his
It's
hand.
more along the lines of this. It's kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean, where he's got his blaster over the head, blaster outstretched, and his sword just kind of ready close to parry.
Okay.
So, but that's a cool picture too. I like that.
I like it. Heerz just has his hand on his sword, steps out of the pod.
Dr. OK is clutching his tactical syringe spear, looking very wide-eyed at all of this, wondering what's coming.
A lot of apprehension. Let me reveal actually what you guys can see.
Yeah, you said there's symbols. Can any of us read these symbols?
So let me first reveal a little bit. The rock you can see out here. I'm revealing on the roll 20.
And before I forget, whoever has the relic, I want to see that thing. Because I can read it now.
I can too, by the way.
You have Aklo?
You also took Ekla?
Yeah, because I'm a scholar. I can just do those things.
I can just learn it.
Okay.
Real quick. I don't know.
I have culture now, so I could maybe do a
So
culture.
who wants to do what? You all seem to be walking out apprehensively into this cold room, 25 by 30. So I'm going to click here. You can see the double doors.
But okay,
over
so
here.
again,
the symbols. I just rolled a 16 for a culture check to identify the language.
Okay.
Heerz will assist with that.
Is that what you guys want to do?
Oh, I was just going to point out that, yeah, we're looking at these 4 escape pods that just launched on the side of a ship randomly, right?
Mhm.
You'd think they would just blast off, they could land anywhere, blah, blah, blah. No, they lined up perfectly side by side, as if it was coming back on a Disney ride.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, your ride's over, step off.
As you pulled in, you saw a screen, and it was like pictures of all of your faces.
Yeah.
Nico was passed out. Yeah. Because it took a picture.
So I want to see that picture now. I want to see that picture.
Like
The symbols are just
slingshot
prices for the photos. That's all the symbols are.
We should totally get that picture and post it up
I
on Instagram.
I scanned the rack. Are there other pictures of other people?
Space Mountain.
Space Mountain.
The idea that
Is this Paizo's collaboration?
I
with
want
Disney?
this picture up on our Instagram yesterday.
Sorry,
Sure.
what were you saying here?
just a comment that if that escape pod moment where we were out floating around was also part of the simulation, that's crazy. Also, Heerz rolled a 19 for culture, so he's helping him look at these writings.
Okay, so Heerz and Nico, what are you doing? Are you just staying right where you are? Like,
Kind of look at the wall.
We're looking
Okay.
around.
so it's dead ahead of you where you see that center purple light. I'm
yeah.
sorry, I have a thing on my screen that the whole room is bathed in purple. I'll figure that out for next time. But where that is where the double doors are, and there's a screen, and there's actually, you can see too, there's a small control pad off to the right that where you can like presumably kind of control the door.
While Heerz are there any portholes, windows, etc. on these doors? Okay.
No.
So Heerz looks at the writing. What does he see?
Yeah.
So you walk up to the door and you're peering at the door and looking at writing. Dr.
Yes,
K,
I would like to look at these writings.
Yeah. What do we see on the? What do we get with the culture check? What language is it?
Okay.
Do you want me to roll culture?
Nico already did.
Nico and Heerz already rolled.
You missed your
culture.
opportunity.
Yeah, whatever.
You only get one chance.
Do not miss your shot.
Do not get your chance to blow. It's opportunity, folks. Once in a
Why
lifetime.
the folks? Why the folks? Why folks? No, that I'm not getting mad. I'm just curious.
Why, folks?
Why folks?
That's I
White,
think the
white
lyric.
folks? Is that what you said?
No, why? No, he says
It's opportunity, folks. Once in a lifetime.
I don't think
that's
he
the
says
actual
I don't
lyrics.
think Eminem says folks.
I don't think he says that.
No, I know. It's
Good guess, but I don't think
opportunity
it
knocks once in a
Ah,
lifetime.
it's
is what it
knocks.
actually is.
That's what it is.
But I thought we all knew that, and you were just joking.
No.
Oh, okay.
Nick was serious.
It's the name of the
Nick
song.
was
Let
serious.
everyone know everyone else.
Name of the song. I'm blanking on the name of the song.
It's called
Lose yourself.
8 Mile. No,
Lose yourself.
Lose
Lose
yourself.
yourself.
Yeah, it's from 8 Mile.
Okay, so here's the thing. You can't quite tell what language it is, but from the way the symbols are flashing, it seems to be like they're kind of too short or long or intermittent to be coherent in a way. And you recognize that these symbols, you can't quite make out what they are, but as you're looking at it, you notice that as you're looking at these symbols, you're like, except for Dr. OK, because you don't really have 5 fingers on your hand. But you notice that the symbols can be like made with one hand, with a 5-fingered hand, with an opposable thumb.
Like they're like sketches of a hand, kind of.
So, what is
Yeah, like if you can imagine, it's like it looks
So
more,
we can like put up gang signs to these symbols and
yeah,
or is it shadow
Not-
puppets?
not
Shapes
fireworks.
like
yeah.
Rick's shadow
like a chicken
puppets.
or a dinosaur.
Oh yeah, Rick Shadow puppets. That's what it is.
It was Rick the entire time.
Wow, this is crazy.
Rick Shadow Master.
And that's the AP, everybody. It was Rick behind
That's
everything.
game.
That's game.
He was the Shadow Master.
he was the
Shadow
murder bot
Master.
after all. His true name was Murderbot. Bot the Shadow Master. Murderbot the Shadow Master.
Is there any? So there's multiple symbols of these hand drawings.
just flickering on the door.
They're flickering.
Like one's on the screen, poof, changes, stays
the
there.
heck?
Poof, like it's so intermittent that you're like, this seems not regular.
Okay.
This doesn't seem like it's intentional.
It's not oh, okay, got it. There's no pattern.
And
Can I
it's not like
do
Simon
me?
says.
What do you guys want to do?
Yeah.
I would do.
This is all in like
A perception roll on it. So
perception
as
roll?
an android, I want to like study these things.
okay,
So I'm going to roll perception,
okay.
and I'm going to basically try to record the images in my mind, and then try to make sense.
I
of it.
So you're gonna try
suggest
and
we
watch
try
as
and
many
play
as you can.
back with these hand gestures, maybe on some
10
sort of interface.
plus 6, 16.
16. Yeah, I mean, you're able to go through, memorize them, kind of catalog them, but that's about it. You don't notice anything else.
So then
Does anyone
can
else want
I-
to do it?
Can I?
I'm gonna,
can I look
like,
around for some
replicate
sort
that.
of
I did a culture
mechanism
check.
or interface that would allow us
Give
to
a perception check.
In the meantime, Rick is gonna he's gonna find something
24.
to scrape this onto the ground or something, so he can show the others and put it out in order.
I did a culture check, by the way, to see if I could recognize what the hand signals meant.
No, that was part of your original culture check. So, yeah. You could tell that they were all made by one hand. That was part of it.
Okay.
So,
Oh, it's just a puzzle. So Rick's gonna then do with
It's an
one
escape
hand.
room or something.
Yeah, I know.
well, so you said you wanted to. So there's nothing on the ground that you can use.
I mean, like on me, I don't have something I can just scrape.
Sure, you can like take your gun and try and
I was thinking like piece of chalk or something.
you can try and
Tape?
do that.
Do we have like duct tape? I'm sure I got duct tape. Cause
What are you trying to scrape off?
I'm trying to replicate like the images over and over again. I'm putting them in order so we can like study them. So like Rick is gonna draw them onto the floor in some way, one way or another.
Does anybody have a means of
You want me to do an
uploading these
engineering check on that?
pictures?
If
What did I get for my perception?
I'm getting there, Will. I
got a 7 on engineering.
Yeah, so like if,
so I don't find anything to do that with.
well, do you just want to use like your gun or no? Or
Sure, I'll scrape it with probably like my battle axe. I'll take the base of my battle axe and try to scrape this into the ground.
The hilt.
okay, this is how it's going to happen. Rick, you take out the base of your gun. You start to move it. Battle axe over to the door. At that time, Dr. OK, you've just been sitting here this whole time. Maybe you've like been hearing them talking about the hand and like you're trying to put it together and you're like zoning out because you're looking at it and you're like there's like how does it connect, because it's in the door, how does it connect to the control panel, which is like 5 feet off to the right, it's like on the wall, and then you look and you're like wait, there's like a little hole in the panel, and maybe you like walk up and you look and you realize
push a paper
the
clip into it.
hole.
I just pull out my wallet that has my lock picking stuff.
Yeah, exactly. No, it's you notice that the hole is actually a camera.
God.
And at that time, you're looking and you're like, huh. And then you follow it over and you look around the door and there's flashing like purple lights around the door. And you're like, this, like, not only are the symbols flashing, but the door's flashing. And then you'd notice extra wiring, it almost seems like, in the control panel. Like, it just seems bulky. And you're like, a door that needs to open this doesn't need that much space in the wall. You're putting 2 and 2 together and you're like, I think there might be something like a trap on the door.
Oh, dang.
And and Rick is like about to like go over and like take the battle axe.
Watch out! There's a trap.
And at that same time, from above you in the ceiling, you all hear this sound. It sounds like it's muffled, like it's above the ceiling. You're like, what is that? It sounds like
just a bunch of astrozoans.
And
I get the feeling you're right.
And when that happens, you also hear like, because Dr. OK, you realize that as you came in, you're like, the ceiling doesn't look right. And the hatch opens. And when that hatch opens, you see these like 2 long metallic scaly tentacles just like dangling about 3 feet, and they lower in and they're attached to this large saucer-like body. And the first robot is followed by a second robot. Both of them quickly come out and you hear like, and they come in and you all need to roll for initiative.
Ooh.
What you looking for, John?
Nothing. I was just putting the pawn.
Oh yeah.
I like them. Are those pawns from
wow.
Paizo?
So I'm
Beautiful. John just put 2 pawns on the screen where we have our Roll20 map out.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
So great.
It's so
Oh, look at it.
yeah, it's pretty
looks,
Now John
freaking
put
that looks like
intense.
something the
Oh.
Navy might
big image
film.
of it.
It's
Yeah.
pretty
UFO.
freaking awesome.
So it looks like a flying saucer with a blue light and 2 metal tentacles coming
Does
out the
it
bottom.
also
Ugly.
travel
Just so
into
ugly.
the wind at 120 knots?
Yeah, does it make like erroneous movements?
What?
And the U.S.
So
Navy's going to
ugly.
release images of this
Yes.
3 months ago.
Yes. Yep. That is exactly what happened.
So ugly.
Oh, it's so good. All right. This
Rick
is our
rolled a
first combat.
20,
Huh?
20 for initiative.
Okay, so we got Rick over here with a 20.
Yeah. 'Cause he puts all his like bonus points into initiative. You have like a plus 11 initiative or something?
No, so I had like advanced initiative as a feat, and I
You got rid
changed
of it.
that
Oh, okay.
because it's worthless. Because I always try to delay or something.
I was
Yeah.
almost going to
don't,
get that
Don't
one
get me
this
triggered
time
on
around.
delay actions.
Okay.
now. This is-
Yeah, that's true.
Save it for another time.
All right, so Rick got a 20. What did everyone else get? Let's
got
go
a
around the
9.
room. Got a 9
Yeah.
from Heerz. Not a strong start. Maybe
No,
you're
but
looking
it
at the
gets
door
worse.
too long.
It does.
Dr. OK, would you get?
14.
Wow, okay, all right. Good. It's a good middling roll. What about you?
My dice must have got COVID. I got a natural 2 plus 3 for a total of 5.
Wow. Wow. All right. 5. That's funny because on my tracker, I already had you at 5.
Yeah.
Oh, all
No,
right.
like before you even told me, it just put in 5. It was pretty awesome.
Well, it's because I think it put me is when I rolled the initiative on Hero Lab, it has this cool thing, GM and me only, and I rolled it.
Oh, I don't have it open, so I should probably have it open so I can see what you sent me. I'm sorry.
You know what, John? I try so hard for you sometimes.
I know, you really do.
And you know what?
In the end, it doesn't even matter.
It's never appreciated.
Good stuff.
Oh, that's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Dang, you guys, you're in a strange room. You're looking at the door. You realize the door is showing these strange symbols that are some sort of weird symbols that you can make with your hand. And it seems like the room is unstable. Occasionally there's like vibrations and it's shaking, like the whole foundation of the place is something's going on. And as you are looking at the door, Dr. K says, wait, don't do that. Seems like it might be trapped. And 2 robots come out of the ceiling. And at that moment, there's a shaking that shakes it just enough, and the room actually drops into dim light as some of the lights go off. And so you are now all technically in dim light conditions. And we're starting round 1 with these robots that are probably floating at head height now.
Oh, wait. Can we just review like who has what? So Rick has dark vision and low light vision.
Okay.
I see dim light as if it were normal.
Okay.
Heerz has blind sense, so you can sense things in creatures with a sense other than sight, so that probably helps.
Not blind sight. There's a difference between blind sense and blind sight.
Blind sense, yeah.
So blind sense, you can something's there, but blind sight, you can see the object.
But can I determine the location outside of sight with blind sense?
I don't believe so.
Check it out. But yeah, maybe.
I think it just gives you a better chance to. So you just have to roll something for it. Just click on blind sense and see what it tells you.
So with dim light, there's a 20% mischance from creatures without dark vision or the ability to see in darkness.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that it would pretty much only be, without talking about the robots that came down, Nico, I think you and Heerz actually I think are the only people who can't see in darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What? I'm an insect. Nonsense.
So blind sense does help out. If things were to go completely dark, I think you would be more on the level of dark vision, because the way that Starfinder has it, there's like 4 levels of awareness. There's like totally aware of location, aware of presence, and totally unaware.
So dark sense gives you presence,
or
not
blind
location.
sense gives you like another level up, so you don't have to do as many things as Nico would have to do. But we've been talking for long enough. We need to get going here. Let's see Dr. OK, 3rd level biohacker, taking on some monsters. What is his first move of Book 2 gonna be?
Book 2, first move!
Book 2, first move!
So this obviously isn't a biological creature, so I can't really use a life
You
science
don't know
check.
that. What if they're just wearing armor? It could be Astrozoan with just with tentacles inside of a spaceship. Maybe you should do a life science check on it. Just saying.
Do you want to do a life science check on it?
I mean, I was going to use my ability of a pious scientist to use life science to identify a creature normally identified by something else, but
oh dang!
Wait,
it's from like mysticism or vice versa. I don't know if it applies. So, can I just roll perception and see like?
Wait, I want to learn more
what can
about
I
this.
know?
What's it called?
It's an ability. It is.
From the
It's in Alien Archive 2.
I don't have that
Oshars
book.
regard religion and science as a singular concept, using our understanding of each to enhance the other. An Oshar can use life science to identify creatures normally identified using mysticism, and vice versa. But
okay, got it. So
I don't know if it's
basically-
mysticism. So what would I use to identify this creature?
I think you would still use life science to identify the creature. The point is that now, whichever one was higher, because before you can only use mysticism to get mysticism creatures, life science to get life science creatures, right? But now you can use either, whichever one's higher. That's my quick 1 minute hot take read on it.
I'm going to use life science to identify this creature.
Okie dokie.
Okay. That is an 18 plus 15.
Okay.
And I'm really bad at math, so that's
18 plus 15, that's 33.
33 on my life science.
How many ranks do you have in life science? That's
Dude,
crazy.
It's because I took the feat.
That's crazy. That's
I told
awesome.
you.
That's crazy.
I'm trying to OP my skills.
But I think you can only have as many ranks as you have levels in any skill.
Right, but I took a feat that also allows skill synergy, which gives me a +2 insight bonus to class feats.
which these two are.
Dang. So it's +2, then plus
It's
whatever.
+2. Okay, so my ability bonus is +4.
This is just for me. Like,
my
I'm
insight
curious.
bonus is +2 with the scientific method.
Yep.
But my additional skill synergy feat +2, so that gives it another one. Plus, it's a class skill, which is +3, and I have theme knowledge because I'm an Asharu, and that's +1.
So that's +15.
Yes.
That is insane.
I think it all checks out.
Really?
I think so. Like,
Rules lawyer says it checks out.
Rules lawyer helped me
That
set
is
it up.
crazy. That is
Wait.
awesome.
Do we have Robert's Rules of Order in addition to the actual rules book here? Because, I mean, we have two
I
courts
think,
going
I think
on
Will's
here.
got it in the house.
I think, yeah, I think Will's definitely got
it's
it in
actually
house.
behind the curtain over there.
There you go. Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. This is what you know. You know that they are constructs, technological constructs. You recognize these to be observer class security robots.
I relay this information
To the team, I say, hey, these are constructs, observer, security droid things.
I believe you, because of your super high roll, which is outrageous, you get a couple of things.
Thank you.
And because you had a 33, I think, with these 15, so that's, hold on one second, Nick. I think you get like 3 things. So is there anything in particular you want to know, or do you just want to tell you?
Are they susceptible to any type of
Yes, they are
attacks?
vulnerable to critical hits, and they're vulnerable to electricity.
Okay.
Can I add...
That is 2 things. You get 1 more thing. Sorry, Nick, one
Do
second.
they have any, like, are they immune to any type of attacks, damages?
They are
things?
immune to whatever constructs are immune to, and I'm stalling because I'm typing into my search bar, and they are immune to
Like, I don't
bleed,
want to search
death
for it.
effects, disease, mind-affecting effects, necromancy effects, paralysis, poison, sleep, and stun.
What about acid?
A bunch of other stuff. Ability drain, energy drain, exhaustion, fatigue, acid, poison. So acid probably yes, but they cannot be poisoned
Right.
in that way.
So biohacks aren't going to do anything for them.
I don't think so. So what do you want to do on your turn? Oh yeah,
Cool.
Nico.
One real quick, just for flavor's sake, as he calls that out, due to my profession and time at Orion Weapon Industries,
Yeah, we'll get there on your turn.
Can we add like one more bonus thing? Like, how does it usually attack?
It's not flavor if you're asking for something to actually
Yeah,
happen.
Oh,
Flavor is strictly like...
I think on your turn, if you want to do an identify thing, I can give you something. Yeah.
as an immediate recognition type of thing. But if I have to roll for, if you're going to make me roll for it, then I'm not going to do it. So,
well, no, do it on your turn. So the whole thing is like, that's how initiative works. Is it's you're caught off guard by this. So when Nico is then conscious and like aware of what's going on, it's so many seconds later.
Slash,
So-
like it's like kind of it's like all within the 6 seconds. Like you're going to use the 6 seconds to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So just like when it's your turn, I'll just tell you one of those things because I definitely agree. I think you getting an extra one totally fine.
okay.
Yeah.
We support you, Nick.
Yeah.
It just has to be within the rules of the game.
Nick always asks for things not in the game.
Really cool, bro.
Real cool. I think it's cool.
Not in this game.
I had already thought about it beforehand. I was like, oh, Nico's going to get something extra from it. I think that's a good way to do it.
No, John and I were joking about this recently about whether or not we're a raw game, rules as written.
Yeah.
Or
And like the truth is like we're mostly raw. We follow the rules unless it's like something like a magic missile or whatever going non-lethal. And so for the most part, I would say we're actually like a medium rare rules game. So yes, we will let you do weird things, but it has to still apply to the book.
Yep,
So.
exactly.
Oh, Will likes it. Medium rare? Is this
I don't like. So, which side's rare and which side's
the mediums?
is more well done?
Well, raw because the term raw, which would just be
oh, I
super
see.
rare, is
Yeah,
rules
mid-rare.
as written.
Okay.
The word raw just in general just sounds wrong.
It sounds wrong.
Wrong.
That is not grounds
Not
Raw.
punny enough.
for not funny enough.
R-A-W.
We didn't decide whether
That's,
we're gonna
that's
do,
more of a play on words than a
I
pun.
looked
anyway.
up. There's no good synonyms for that word that we talked about.
All right, we'll figure it out. So
Ascendancy.
that seems
What grants
a lot.
ascendancy?
We'll
That's
grant
weird.
ascendancy
Okay.
from the host god.
Precedence.
It's like a little intense. Dr. K, what are you doing on your
Dr.
turn?
Ok's
Let's get it
gonna
going.
draw his well, he had his spear out.
Yeah.
But he's going to use, I guess, his move sort of action to
Oh wait,
put it away and
I
draw
am
it.
so silly. Dr. K, you rolled a 7, right?
For what?
On your initiative?
No, 14, I believe.
I rolled a 20.
Yeah.
Or 15.
You rolled a 15? Okay.
I thought we could.
It should be
go
Rick's
back.
turn. I don't know why you're saying
I
Dr.
thought,
K's
I
turn.
thought Rick rolled higher than
Okay,
Why don't you say
so-
anything? That's
yeah,
fine.
man,
I'll just have it
I
be.
thought it
rolled
might
that
have been
high.
in like in a surprise round because of the trap thing, but I didn't want to
Oh,
push
good
it.
point.
No, you just noticed the ceiling and not the.
Yeah,
like-
whatever.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Okay, so then can I do some kind of check to see if these things are hostile currently, or is it just no? Sorry, I got a
They're
burp in there.
like from the. You can tell like the noises that they're
Also,
making.
Rick understands what they're saying.
That's not what I was saying. That's not what I
You
was
just
saying.
said from the Rick.
No, it's
Those are hostile beeps. Those are hostile beeps.
Oh.
Everyone in the room knows it.
But the eyes are blue, not red.
Listen, I have a washing machine that plays a song at the end,
The
and
eyes
it's
are
really
blue,
nice
right?
and pleasant. This is not the song.
Yeah,
This is not that song.
Rick, can you
Rick, what are you
negotiate
doing?
with your brethren? And,
Yeah, Rick goes beep 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 beep
Yeah.
beep beep beep.
and they're like, "Oh, okay, sorry,
Yeah,
sorry,
no.
my
They-
bad."
I
They're
will-
like, they say, I don't like fun.
They're going to respond
I
hostile
don't like that
because you didn't
music.
respond with Beethoven, okay?
Wait, you
What are
should
you
bluff?
doing?
in that weird beat thing.
Oh man, can I? Rule of cool, do it.
That's on the That's
I
on,
do have a +3 in bluff. Rick is going to.
All assist.
I don't think that would be a bluff per se. I feel like it would be like
You can
an-
use your
like
words
an-
and actions
like
to
an
create
engineer.
distractions, misdirect your opponents,
Okay.
tell convincing
Yeah,
lies, and
you know
pass
what?
along secret messages.
I'm gonna go with like engineering or computers, but if you want to try bluff, you can try it.
I don't have computers.
Diversion, right? Is that what you're trying to do?
Feint. A standard action.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a standard action though. Waste my attack. You can use a bluff to feint an enemy.
This is the longest turn.
I
In
know.
book two.
I know. No. So
Yeah,
you're
and I
just
was-
they're hostile. It's established they're
Yeah.
hostile. Rick,
I'm not saying you can't do the bluff. I'm
Rick shot
just saying
first.
let's do the bluff. Or
no, I'm trying to avoid the murder bot thing.
No, just be what you are.
No,
man.
you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm
We
going
accept
to
you.
ready.
Fine. We could actually use that right now, to be honest.
Yeah.
So,
What?
no, I mean, just if you're a murder bot, just be one.
No.
Like it's.
Be it.
Oh, okay.
You
all right.
see him twitch as if
Do
he's
it.
going to kill these things, but he pauses
Okay.
and he readies an action
He denies his murder bot self.
to wait until he's attacked. Until my action is if they were to attack any of the four of us, then Rick will then go murder bot on them.
so
Wait,
you
hold
will
on a second.
change initiative order. You will be at the new initiative order.
I will.
And-
My initiative will then, since I'm not doing a complete defensive attack,
Yeah.
my initiative will then come after
Right. It will come after whatever action.
whichever robot
and
attacks
then
first.
yeah, so like if the robot attacks whatever, then you will go after, and then you will be.
You
in
guys
the
look so
new
confused. What's going on?
initiative.
I'm not
Kelly's
confused.
losing his
I'm like
mind over
slightly.
here.
Wait. Okay. So you basically just said I'm not going to attack them first, even though I know they're aggressive. Is that what you just said?
I mean, I'm
Wow.
not a murder bot.
But
Wow.
like, okay, but
Wow.
like, you don't have to like pendulum swing all this way.
Peer pressure is hampering the party
And then-
as they are attacked in the unknown room.
Wow.
It is so
In
funny.
book two.
Wait, you're not even going to bluff them. You do something.
It's one of
so,
the.
so bluffing takes an action.
Yeah,
so
it
you're going
does.
to do that instead of attack.
No, because if I try to bluff them instead of attack, then I waste my attack move.
So you're not going to do anything, is what you're saying.
I'm delaying
You're
my
delaying
action.
an action.
So I can attack once they attack.
right,
So
all
if
right.
you guys
Yes.
have some kind of bluff or something you want to do
Yeah, okay.
to stop these things
No,
from
I'm fine with
attacking, I don't have to hit them. Otherwise, I'm going to just swing this thing like
I
a
don't think
baseball
I
bat.
could. I got you. I got what you're saying. But still. All right. Well, anyway, all right.
That's what you guys get. Call him a murder bot. He's going to prove he's not.
Man, what have we
Kev,
done?
that's
what
right.
Have we done?
It's so
All right.
funny because
Meanwhile,
we're over here.
Nico's
we're
like,
listening to
oh, they're both liabilities. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
That's exactly what I'm going
Well,
to
I
do.
mean-
So as you guys are arguing,
Oh shit! It's happening.
the robot directly in front of Rick, a small panel opens, and this pistol comes out, points right at you, and you hear like, and that is our game.
What? No! I should hit him.
Oh, we spent so much time arguing about bullshit.
Seriously though, it was so funny because it's so.
Hey there, friendly neighborhood listener. How you doing? I'm glad to see you here at the table because I just want to tell you that it has been awesome to get to interact with you over Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and even Discord now. Join our Discord. Look, we're going to be at Gen Con in a few weeks. If you see us, we're going to be wearing some cool hats and t-shirts. Come up and say hi. If you can't go, give us a shout. Wherever you are in the world, we want to hear from you. Until then, we'll see you next week.